Many people start their U.S. immigration journey with high expectations, but very few are prepared for the reality that follows. Online, you often hear success stories, quick approvals, and dramatic transformations. What you rarely hear about are the quiet struggles, long waiting periods, and small mistakes that silently delay or damage cases. One of the biggest misconceptions is that immigration is purely about eligibility. In reality, eligibility is only the starting point. Timing, accuracy, consistency, and patience play an equally important role. Two applicants with similar profiles can have completely different outcomes simply because of how their cases are handled over time. A common issue many applicants face is overconfidence. Some people assume that once documents are submitted, the hard work is done. However, immigration is an ongoing process. Officers may review a case multiple times, compare information across applications, and verify details long after submission. Any inconsistency, even unintentional, can raise questions. Another misunderstood area is communication. Silence from immigration authorities does not mean inactivity. In most cases, it means the file is moving through internal steps that are not visible to applicants. This silence can last months, and sometimes longer, depending on category and workload. Understanding this helps reduce panic-driven decisions. Many applicants rely heavily on online forums and social media groups. While shared experiences can be helpful, they often create unrealistic expectations. Every case is unique. Comparing timelines or outcomes can lead to unnecessary stress and poor decisions, such as withdrawing applications or reapplying too early. Mistakes are another major factor that affects processing. These mistakes are not always obvious. Using outdated forms, missing small details, or misunderstanding instructions can all cause delays. Even when corrected later, these errors often reset timelines or trigger additional reviews. For those waiting inside the United States, maintaining legal status is critical. Overstaying, unauthorized work, or ignoring status conditions can create long-term problems that are difficult to fix. Many people only realize the seriousness of these issues when it is too late. Outside the United States, applicants face a different challenge: limited control over timelines. Embassy workloads, staffing shortages, and regional demand all affect how fast cases move. This lack of control can be frustrating, but understanding it helps set realistic expectations. Another important reality is that not every delay requires action. Sometimes, the best decision is to wait. Filing inquiries too frequently or taking unnecessary legal steps can complicate a case rather than help it. Knowing when to act and when to remain patient is a skill every applicant must learn. Financial planning is also part of immigration success. Many people underestimate how long the process can take and make life decisions based on optimistic timelines. When delays happen, financial pressure increases stress and can push applicants into risky choices. Planning for a longer wait creates stability. The emotional impact of immigration is rarely discussed. Long periods of uncertainty affect confidence, focus, and mental health. Applicants may feel stuck while life moves forward around them. Recognizing this emotional strain is important, because calm and clarity lead to better decisions. Another overlooked factor is credibility over time. Immigration history stays on record. Each application, interview, and statement builds a profile. Consistency across years matters. Short-term shortcuts can cause long-term damage. Success in U.S. immigration is not about speed. It is about endurance. Many approved cases took longer than expected but succeeded because applicants stayed accurate, patient, and prepared. Delays do not define failure. Poor decisions during delays often do. The most powerful approach is a balanced one. Stay informed, but avoid obsession. Prepare, but do not panic. Ask questions, but rely on official information. Immigration is a process designed to move carefully, not quickly. This channel exists to share reality, not false hope. Understanding how the system truly works helps applicants protect their future and avoid costly mistakes. If you are waiting, remember that silence is part of the process, patience is a strategy, and preparation is your strongest tool. As time passes, many applicants begin to question their own decisions. They replay every form they submitted, every answer they gave, and every step they took. This self-doubt is common, especially when there are no updates for a long time. But in most cases, this silence has nothing to do with mistakes. It is simply how the system operates. One important reality many people overlook is that immigration processing is not linear. A case does not move step by step in a straight line. Files can pause, move backward for review, or wait in queues that are invisible to applicants. This unpredictability makes patience difficult, but understanding it helps prevent unnecessary panic. Some applicants believe that hiring help or spending more money will automatically speed things up. While professional guidance can be useful in complex cases, no one can bypass legal procedures or internal timelines. Any promise of guaranteed speed or approval should always be viewed with caution. Another issue that creates confusion is changing policies. Immigration rules can shift due to administrative priorities, legal decisions, or resource changes. These shifts often affect processing speed without warning. Applicants who are unaware of this may take delays personally, when in fact the system itself is adjusting. During long waiting periods, preparation becomes more important than action. Keeping documents updated, monitoring official communication channels, and understanding next steps ensures readiness when movement finally happens. Many people lose valuable time because they are unprepared when an update arrives. For those inside the United States, compliance continues to matter every day. Maintaining lawful presence, respecting work authorization limits, and avoiding violations protects future eligibility. Small mistakes during the waiting period can have consequences far greater than the delay itself. Outside the United States, uncertainty feels different but equally heavy. Applicants often plan their lives around potential approvals, delaying careers, education, or family decisions. Learning to plan life alongside the process, rather than around it, helps reduce pressure and disappointment. Another misunderstood concept is denial. Not every negative outcome is permanent. Some cases are denied due to missing information or technical issues, not ineligibility. Understanding options calmly and responding correctly matters more than reacting emotionally. Long waits also test trust in the system. Some people lose faith entirely and begin to rely on rumors or unofficial advice. This is where many mistakes happen. Accurate information remains the strongest protection against fear-driven decisions. The truth is that immigration success often looks boring from the outside. There is no constant movement, no dramatic updates, and no instant rewards. What exists instead is consistency, accuracy, and endurance. Those who accept this reality tend to make better choices. Applicants who succeed usually share one thing in common: they stayed steady even when nothing seemed to happen. They did not rush, they did not panic, and they did not chase shortcuts. They respected the process while protecting their own future. Immigration is not a measure of worth, intelligence, or effort. It is a legal process governed by rules, timing, and resources. Separating personal identity from case status helps maintain emotional balance. If you are waiting right now, remember that uncertainty does not mean failure. Many cases move forward quietly after long silence. Staying prepared, informed, and patient keeps you ready for that moment. This channel will continue to focus on clarity, honesty, and reality. Not everything in immigration can be controlled, but how you respond to it can be. That is where real strength lies.